Cell, basic unit of life. Introduction. Our Earth is an astonishing home of great biodiversity, where the bacteria and the blue whales coexist, both of which are made up of basic unit called cell. Certainly, before the invention of microscope, people were not aware of the microscopic particles. Discovery of cell. Robert Hooke, a British scientist, first observed thin slice of a soft bark of an oak tree under a simple magnifying device which he made himself in the year 1665. When he observed, he saw the core resembled the structure of a honeycomb and made of empty spaces, which Robert named as cell, which means a little room in Latin. As the advancement in science has given us many new and better microscopes, we can view and study a variety of things under it. For example, we can see a matchstick, sand granules, onion peel, human cheek cells, leaf, and many other diverse things. Observing an onion peel. Peel an onion and cut out a small fleshy portion from the pulp. Break this piece into two small parts and try to separate them. We will notice a thin translucent film holding the pieces together. Take out the film. Cut a small piece from it and separate it evenly in a drop of water on a slide. Cover it with a cover slip and observe it under the microscope. The onion peel cells are plant cells. Let us see how to view the human cheek cell under the microscope from the following steps. We will first prepare a slide of our own cheek cells, for which you have to wash your mouth cleanly and with a wooden spoon carefully scrape the inner surface of your cheek. Use a clean spoon and do not scrape yourself too hard. You now have to put the scrapings and put it into a drop of water on a clean slide. Cover the slide with a cover slip in such a way that there are no air bubbles. But before covering the slide, you have to stain the sample with methylene blue or pink because it's hard to view cheek cells as they are. Set your microscope properly so that enough light enters the slide. With the help of your teacher, set the magnification of the microscope and observe the prepared slide. You can draw your observation in your book and notice this, how the cheek cells look. A significant observation. The observations of a scientist named Robert Brown 1773 to 1858 have made a significant contribution to our understanding of cells. Among different parts of cell, the nucleus is the most well-known part. While observing cells in the epidermis of orchid leaves, Brown noticed a circular spot that was slightly more opaque than the surrounding areas. He noticed that similar structures were present in other cells as well. Brown claimed that this structure was an integral part of the cell and called it nucleus. Diversity in cells. As we see great diversity in organisms, we can also find it in unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms are single-celled organisms. Some of the unicellular organisms include amoeba, Chlamydomonas, Paramecium, Spirogyra, mitochondria, etc. In these organisms, the single cell is capable of performing all the life processes like obtaining food, respiration, digestion, excretion, reproduction, growth and development, etc. Cells in the human body. There are about 100 to 140 trillion cells in an average human body. Imagine the diversity of microorganisms in our body. We have a lot of different cells like nerve cells, WBC, RBC, muscle cells, lymphocytes, neutrophil, eosinophil, bone cell, etc. The size and the shape of cells vary, but all of these cells ultimately determined by the specific function of the cells. Observing cells in a leaf. Take a piece of spinach leaf on the slide. Put a drop of water, cover it with a cover slip, and observe it under the microscope. Here, we can observe 4 groups of cells. Mark them as A, B, C and D. Group A cells form the outermost layer of the stem and they give a shape to the stem as well as protection. Major portion of stem is made up of Group B cells. In a green stem, this portion has special organs that carry out photosynthesis. Group C consists of cells that join together to form long structures that conduct food and water in the plant body. Group B cells are present in the center of a young stem and form a hollow structure in the mature stem. Thus, in the transverse section of spinach stem, we can see different shapes of cells in one organism. Amoeba. Amoeba is the most simplest unicellular organism and hence easy to study. It has no definite shape, so any shape can be imagined would be true. It keeps on changing its shape, varying protruding out of its body. These projections are called pseudopodia, which means false feet. These help to move as well as capture food. Most of the cells cannot be seen with naked eyes, as they are as small as the millionth of a meter. Bacteria has the small cell. The size of the cell is related to its function. The size of the organism depends on the number of cells and not on the size of the cell. Note: though the cell is unimaginably small, it has parts too. The boundary of the cell is called its membrane, which is a selectively permeable membrane. The next boundary is called the cell wall, which gives the rigidity to the cell. All the cells have the nucleus in the center. The remaining cell consists of cytoplasm.
మా వీడియో గనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.